He invented the propeller. Before that it was all paddle steamers, which is represented on the monument there, as you can see, by the red propeller, which came from the Great Eastern. I think it may have been the Great Western though. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But the chain obviously signifies the, the engineering side of it, and the archway, I think, represents the Tamar Bridge, which was one of his bridges that he built during his lifetime that was finished. He also designed and started to build the Clifton Suspension Bridge, but he unfortunately is a workaholic, and he passed away whilst he was in the process of building the Clifton Suspension Bridge, which is a crying shame because it's such a beautiful construction. But his friends, fellow engineers and great men of the time took on the project in his memory, and he built the Great Western Railway. That was one of the most amazing feats of engineering of his time, and he also had a much wider gauge which he designed, which was much more comfortable. You could carry much more goods. It's a well-known story anyway, that his gauge was 7 feet wide instead of 4 and a bit feet or something like that, which is what we've ended up with now, because it was cheaper at the time to make 4 feet wide rather than 7 feet wide. But since then, the world's railways have all been 4 feet wide and very, very restricted because of that. No reason why they shouldn't have been 7 feet wide in the first place. It was a much better option. It was just that the politicians got involved, and you know what happens when the politicians get involved. But we won't get into that. This is a monument to a great man who my grandfather and my grandmother made sure that I knew about, and we visited on holiday the monuments that he made that still exist to this day. I mean, the Tamar Bridge is used very heavily all the time, and still stands as a monument to this great man.